The Gold Coast is now Australia's 5th largest city with a population of around 600,000. That's more than the Australian capital city of Canberra. Up until the 1980s, the area had been a small beachside holiday destination for people living in Brisbane. The area had beach shacks and small motels, and there was a 2-lane road down from Brisbane to the coast. Today, there's a major 6-lane highway which brings you down. What had been small settlements and towns are now Gold Coast suburbs. On this visit, I didn't drive down but experimented taking the train down from Brisbane to Nerang and then taking what's called the light rail, which I call a tram, from Nerang to the main beach stop. Main Beach is called that as it was the main holiday beach. The stop is right next to the entrance of the Gold Coast, and I knew it would be a good place to start for a beach walk down to the most famous beach, Surfers Paradise. It was winter when I visited, so not many people out on the beach or in the water. It wasn't exactly cold. It was 21 degrees Celsius, but that's a bit chilly for Queenslanders. There were surfers in the water, all wearing wetsuits. I tried to film some surfing action, but discovered that surfing tends to have a lot of waiting around and falling into the water, and not a lot of surfing. The Gold Coast has become a popular base for young tourists on working holiday visas. There's plenty of jobs in the hospitality industry, the dream Australian location where the weather stays warm all year round. The busiest area, even in winter, is Surfers Paradise. And that's also where tourism really took off on the Gold Coast. It's still where you'll find the main shops, the chain restaurants and the souvenir shops in the main street, Nowell Mall. It's also where most of the high-rise apartments and holiday rentals can be found. The Gold Coast has a coastline of 70 kilometres as far as the New South Wales border. Its airport can be found at the southernmost part of the coast at Coolangatta, which was a separate town, but I now think it is considered a suburb of the Gold Coast. The Commonwealth Games were held here in 2018, and some of the mascots can still be seen in the parks along the coast. Some of the Brisbane 2032 Olympic Games events are going to be held on the Gold Coast using the facilities that were built for the Commonwealth Games. Broadbeach is a quieter area of the Gold Coast, and the mall area there is mainly restaurants and cafes. Having walked down to Broadbeach, I caught the tram from there back to Nerang. At the light rail station, you go up the steps and across to the train station. It's a short wait for the train back to Brisbane. The train takes about an hour as it's an express train once it reaches Brisbane's southern suburbs. The Gold Coast is a part of our big wide world you should visit on a trip to Australia.